Everyone's sick of you. Those 4 words didn't just echo in the hall, they stabbed straight through my chest. The birthday lights were bright, the music soft, and everyone had gone silent. My hands trembled as I held the microphone. I stared at my son, my own son, standing in the middle of the decorated hall, anger burning in his eyes. Guests shifted uncomfortably. Some whispered, some stared, some avoided looking at me altogether. It was supposed to be my 50th birthday, a celebration, a new beginning. But instead, it felt like the end of something beautiful. My name is Rachel, and that night was the moment everything I believed about my family shattered into pieces. As everyone stared, my mind slipped back in time. My son, Ethan, had always been close to me. When he was little, he would cling to my sari, hide behind me, and call me his superhero mom. I raised him alone after his father passed in an accident. I gave him everything: my time, my energy, my dreams, my sleep, my health. But when he turned 18, everything changed. He became distant, cold, always irritated with me. Every conversation turned into an argument. Every suggestion became interference. Every advice turned into a lecture. At least, that's what he believed. Still, I never imagined he would embarrass me publicly like this. On my birthday, people exchanged awkward glances. My best friend covered her mouth in shock. My sister stepped forward as if she wanted to shield me. Some guests pretended to check their phones to avoid the tension. But the loudest thing in the room was the silence. Ethan stood stiff, breathing heavily, as if he had been holding in this anger for months. Finally, someone whispered, "Did he really just say that to his mother?" Another voice quietly added, "Poor Rachel, she doesn't deserve this." Their whispers were blades. Every syllable reminded me how far my son had drifted. I took a deep breath, and instead of shouting back, instead of crying, I simply brought the microphone to my lips. Everyone leaned in. Ethan's expression shifted. He expected anger, humiliation, or maybe a dramatic breakdown, but I chose something else: courage. "Ethan," I began softly, "I don't know what pain you've been carrying, but I want you to know something." My voice was calm, steady, surprising even myself. "This is my birthday, yes, but today isn't about celebration. It's about truth. And if you feel everyone's sick of me, then maybe tonight is the night we finally speak honestly." Gasps filled the room. Ethan blinked, confused. He had braced for a fight, not compassion. I continued, "When your father died, I promised him I'd raise you to be strong. But I forgot something. I forgot to teach you that strength doesn't mean pushing people away. It means facing your feelings, even the painful ones." My voice shook, barely, but I held on. "You think I don't notice your struggles, your loneliness, your pressure to fit in, your fear of disappointing others? But instead of talking to me, you turned me into your enemy." Ethan's anger faded. His eyes softened, just a little. Guests nodded, murmuring their support. I wasn't trying to embarrass him. I was trying to reach him. "But son," I said with a sad smile, "even if the whole world gets sick of me, I'll never get sick of loving you." That was when his eyes dropped to the floor. Ethan suddenly ran out of the hall. My heart nearly burst. I handed the mic to my sister and followed him outside. He was sitting on the pavement, head buried in his hands, shoulders shaking. I sat beside him quietly. After what felt like forever, he whispered, "I'm sorry, Mom." I gently touched his back. His voice cracked as he continued, "I didn't mean to hurt you. I just I don't know how to deal with everything anymore. College, friends, expectations, and I feel like I fail every single day. When you keep advising me or worrying about me, I feel like an even bigger disappointment. So that was the truth. Not anger, not hatred, just fear and pressure. He sobbed, "I thought if I pushed you away, maybe you'd stop expecting so much." My heart shattered, this time not from pain, but from understanding. I cupped his face and wiped his tears. "Ethan, I don't expect perfection. I only expect you to be human, to talk to me, to trust me, to let me love you." He leaned into my shoulder like the little boy he used to be. We stayed like that for minutes, just breathing, healing, and reconnecting. When we returned inside, guests clapped softly, relieved to see us smiling again. Ethan walked up to the stage, took the microphone, and said with a trembling voice, "I owe everyone an apology, especially my mom." The hall fell silent. "She's the strongest person I know. I said something terrible out of fear, not truth, and I'm ashamed. I love you, Mom." Tears filled my eyes, but this time, they were warm. The music started again, the lights brightened, the atmosphere softened. But then, something unexpected happened. Ethan stood beside me and said, "Mom, I actually have a surprise for you." Everyone stared. He signaled the staff, and suddenly, the curtains opened behind the stage. There it was, a slideshow of every picture of me and him, from the day he was born to now. Photos of birthdays, graduations, vacations, laughs, tears, moments we thought we'd lost. He whispered, "I prepared this weeks ago. I just ruined it with my stupidity. But I wanted you to know that even when I act like I'm tired of you, I'm not. I just don't know how to express myself." I hugged him tight, and in that moment, I knew. No matter how broken a bond becomes, a mother's love can rebuild it. A single moment of truth can heal it. A birthday meant for celebration can become the night hearts reunite.